All right, guys, I'm going to do a product review on this dispenser. All right, this is a sink soap dispenser by Ohihi. I have one on the sink like this, but what this one does is this will let you put a whole thing of dish detergent down there. So it gives you all this hose and everything. I got this, I think it was like $18 on Amazon. And like I said, basically, instead of having the canister, which I'll show you how ours is, you'll have a hose that will go to the soap thing. Now, I don't have an issue with this here, but the problem is the canister on the bottom. You have to fill it up from the top every time, and sometimes you overfill, you can't see. Now, as you can see, as you get older, that's what you're dealing with. Unscrewing that, filling it up, and sometimes you have things in the way. And like I said, it's not easy getting on your knees, and then you don't know how much to fill because you can't see that from there. So, I mean, it's a good idea, but the point is, as you get older, you got to keep coming down, and instead, I can have it hooked up to this right here, to this liquid soap. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, the canister is a nice size underneath there. It'll last a while, depending on how much you wash dishes. But if you look at this, and you look at this, where do you think you're going to get more, less usage and more, cleaning and stuff? Basically, with that 3.12 quart. All right, I'm going to let that pour back in there. But, I mean, it's not hard to change. I unscrewed it from the bottom. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to unscrew the thing from the bottom as well. The washy thingy. I might not have to take that out because it's measuring to be the same size. But I don't know. I think I should just do it the way that the instructions say. All right, I'm just going to do it the way the instructions say because this will fit over here. I don't know. Let me try it this way. I might not have to take that out because this looks like this will go over here. So that'll probably be just as perfect. This will tell you here that this goes to the pump because this is a valve. This valve will only suck up and it won't go back. So if this is upside down, it's not going to work. If you need to make this hose shorter, what I was reading, then you can cut it to make it shorter. So we'll see. Now it was a little wider, but I managed to put it on there all the way. I made sure I got it all the way. I'm using the old one. If this falls off, this is my fault. You know what I'm saying? I should have probably, but it's like, why? And you got to feed this up from the bottom because the check valve is not going to feed through there. And then you see? All right, let's hope it works. Basically, get underneath the sink. The other one's the same way as this one. You just unscrew this, put the washer on the bottom, one washer on top. Then you put that in, and then you have it right there. The other one's set up the same way. Okay, now these here are plugs. These plugs go inside the soap bottle, so don't throw the other ones away because if you get a bigger one, you want to use that plug. So, and then this is the pee-pee. This is what they call it, the pee-pee. This is what's going to hold the thing on the bottom there, inside the container. And you can see it right in the picture right there. See, the pee-pee ball. See, that's what hangs in there. And then there's the cork up on top. And that's basically the cork that you would squeeze on every member. Don't throw these other ones away because if you have bigger ones or smaller, you can use these. So before you put that, of course, I'm going to put the hose in there, and then the pee-pee ball is going to go on the bottom. The check valve does not have to be in here. It's the pee-pee ball. That's what's going to keep the hose like a weight on the bottom there. Okay, it comes with three sticky things so I can put on the wall back there. I can cut this because I got too much hose, as you can see. So, and again, the shorter the hose, the better. I'm going to put the 2 sticky things on that wall there. And you can just see, it's just a direct from the pump. It's going to be 2 here. This will be on the floor. I don't have to worry about crawling underneath there and I don't have to worry about pouring it from the top and then looking underneath there to see how much I have to pour when this is empty. I just replace this, like this one here, you know, see how it's just got a little bit there? And you know, that's what I was going through. And I'd rather do it this way. Okay, I got my clamps there, and I can start measuring how much hose I'm gonna put into the bottle there. Okay, my PTSD is kicking in because this reminds me of a catheter. So right there, I'm gonna cut this piece. I'm gonna measure it against the thing. Like I said, you stick it through there. And if you guys had tragedies with catheters like I did, PTSD is gonna start kicking in. Now remember, when you put this up to here, you want to try to go to about a little bit where this blue thing is here. So I want to keep the pee-pee ball right around in here, because even though it's not empty, but you don't want it to, you don't want it touching the ground, just a little bit above the ground so you can get everything. And again, if you have some left over, you can always pour it into the newer thing. But I'm gonna cut that, and then you see I have a lot there, then I'll cut that to the top. And remember, this check valve has got to stay above the cork, the top. All right, that's what it looks like with the pee-pee ball. And like I said, you want it right there, right around there when it sits inside, because like I said, you don't want it too far in the bottom. All right, now you see how much I'm going to cut on there. Now remember, you want a little bit of slack. You don't want it just straight tight. You just want a little bit of slack. But the shorter the hose, the easier that'll come up when you prime it. And there you have it. Just make sure there's no kinks. All right, let's prime it. All right, now according to this, it says it will take 40 or 50 times. But then it says when you press, do not let the dispenser spring back. Wait 1 second, then let go of your hand and the soap will flow upward automatically. So I don't know if that means you hold it like that and then it'll pour. Oh, I feel it. Yep, there it goes. So there it goes. That's it, it's primed. There it goes there, guys, you see? That sucker is primed and ready to go. And now, instead of always crawling underneath here to look up to see how much I have to put in there, because sometimes I'll overflow it, now all I have to do is, if I'm empty, I replace that all the time. And even though I got some here left over, I can still put this in because I have the pee-pee ball below that blue. So, and then if I could find bigger ones, even better. And again, don't throw those tops away. Again, I wasn't complaining about this. The only thing I was just complaining about is that when it's underneath the sink, I don't know how much I have to fill in there. So I would always have to bend over underneath there, look under. I mean, I would have to stick my head underneath there to see how high. If not, it was gonna pour and it would flow over that. This way now, good tip and trick for an old person. And if you have this already, you're able to use the same one. If not, you can replace it. They come in different colors. I'll just clean that canister and I'll stow it away. I won't throw it away because you just never know. And then I keep these somewhere because, again, if depending on how the bottle top is, will depend on which one of these that I use. So guys, let me know how yours is set up. Do you have it like that with the pee-pee ball in it? Or do you have it like with the dispenser underneath it? $18 on Amazon. Good deal. Like I said, I'm going to put this away somewhere so if I wanted to drill a hole in my bathroom, I mean, mine's came with the sink already, that container. But if you're wanting to drill a hole, like say to your bathroom sink in the laundry room or your bathroom, you can just drill a hole. You put that in there and you have yourself a dispenser. So until the next one, Ohihi.